Now, Shopify dropshipping has changed tens of thousands of lives and generated many of millionaires. Now, the only issue for this, especially many of you guys watching this, is you haven't got the same budget as most of these guys that have become millionaires dropshipping. And that's why in this video, I'm going to be showing you exactly step by step how you can start a dropshipping business with as low as $30 to $100 and get sales. And these are the exact same strategies that we've been using for years, and it has generated us hundreds of thousands of dollars. So guys, welcome to the tutorial on how to dropship with no money, but more realistically $30 to $100. Now I'm going to start off with the very simple version, and then I'm going to move into the more advanced version that requires a little bit more of time. So the best niches for this method are, you want to sell in niches that have big influencer base, for example, beauty and fashion. Now things to look for are how popular are these niches on Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook groups. Now I've actually done a lot of the hard work for you guys, and you can see in this cheat sheet I've actually put some screen grabs from ChatGPT giving me the best niches for Pinterest. Now if we scroll down, you can see I've also done the same thing but for TikTok, and they're very similar niches. I've also done the same for Twitter and also the same for Facebook. So they're all in there in the cheat sheet. Now for you guys to get access to that copy and paste cheat sheet that is so valuable, it's honestly worth over $100,000 because it's using the same templates that we use, then we need to hit 2,000 likes on this video, and it'll be in the pinned comment and in the description below. Now the niche that I'm going to be going for is fashion, but not just any fashion. It's going to be modest clothing for women, as this is an upcoming trend in the fashion industry. So you can see here, any of these products like these ones here are perfect for my niche because they fit in perfectly for what I want to do. Now you're probably thinking, how did I find this product or this niche of products? I actually made a whole video explaining how I did this strategy, so you can watch that at the end of this video. I'm hoping that you've already got a product in mind so you can just follow along with the strategy. Now you guys that are watching this are probably thinking, if I'm on a very low budget, how am I going to build a store or a dropshipping store with a low budget? Now if you use my link in the description, you're going to get the first month on Shopify for $1 and your first 3 days for free. So you don't have to pay the dollar after 3 days, and then once you do, your first month is only $1. So it basically gives you 30 days to grind as hard as you can to generate as much cash as possible to then pay for the next month, which is like $29.99. Now once we've got the store out of the way, you now need a domain name. Now normally it's $15 to get a domain name, but if you use Hostinger, you're going to get a free domain name and you're going to get the email set up. You can see you can pick a plan where it's $2.59 a month and you get 3 months for free. So your initial setup is under $5 a month. Now I'm not going to be going over how to build a store in this video because it's in a different video. The whole purpose of this video is to go over the outline of cost and the actual strategy itself. We can actually move on to the fun part, which is the money making section. How can we advertise our dropshipping products for free and get sales? So you can see here on the sheet I've put non-influencer marketing strategy. So I am going to be going over an influencer marketing strategy later on, and this is why we need an email account so that we can use influencer marketing. So the first strategy that I actually want to go over is the Facebook group strategy. So what you want to do is you want to search for Facebook groups that have your audience on there. For example, if I'm selling a fashion product, I want to join fashion groups. Now what you want to do is you want to go over to your Facebook account. If you've not already got one, make one. Now I'd actually recommend that you use a burner account. A burner account basically means an account that doesn't have your name on it. So you can see here, this account I literally bought online, and this is one of the profiles that I got with it. Now even if you're going to be using a burner account, you do need to customize it so it fits your audience. Now once you've set up your account and your profile, which is super easy to do, you want to go to where it says discover groups on Facebook, and then where it says discover, you can see here where it says search groups. You can see here I've searched for fashion inspiration, fashion trends, fashion factory, fashion lovers, fashion styles, and let's say I click on one of these. You can see once I search for fashion inspiration, it showed me loads of different Facebook groups that are coming up. Now I joined this one yesterday and it's got 50,000 members on there, and you want to join the ones that have a lot of members, 50,000, 7,000, 150,000. Now let's say for example I want to join this group. I'm going to click it, and number one, I want to see what type of group it is. It's a private group, so I can't actually scroll through it. So if it's a private group, you just click join group. Now you can see I'm on this group called fashion lifestyle, but what I want to do is, if it's a private group, you're going to click join group, and then it will ask you to fill out a questionnaire, and once they approve it, you'll be able to see the group. Now you want to check to see if the group's actually active. You can see there's 12,000 people in this group, but barely any interaction is going on with these posts. There's a few likes, but there's barely any comments. You want to be joining groups where there's lots of comments and lots of likes. Now you can see here I joined this group called Real Fashion Styles. It's got almost 400,000 members, and you can actually see that the posts are active. There's like lots of likes, 127 likes, and the comments are way more active. 12 comments, 13 comments, because you want engagement. Now, only join the groups that are engaged and actually active. Don't just join dead groups because you're not going to see any benefit. Now, you're probably thinking, hold on there a second, where do I get sales from this? Because what you're going to do is you're going to go back to that Facebook group once you've joined them. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to create a post. You're going to pretend like you found a product that you want to buy online and you want people's opinions. That way, people don't think you're selling and people are just thinking that you want their opinion. So you can see here, I'm writing a post saying, I have found this dress. It looks amazing on this model. I'm debating about buying it. I want to wear it to my mom's birthday meal. What do you guys think of it? Would you wear it? Now, the reason why I've written this is because number one, I'm saying it's my mom's birthday. So people are going to be very thoughtful anyway if I mention that. And then I'm saying, would you wear it? So I'm trying to get people to interact with the post. Are you going to want to wear it? People are going to say yes, no. Even if they say no, the more interaction, the more the post is going to get seen on the page. So this is going to try and spark interest and conversation for them people to buy it. So what you want to do is you want to post it. Now remember, when you post it, it's probably going to go under review first. So the admins of the page have to review it. And the whole purpose of writing something like this is so the admins approve it because they don't think you're trying to sell anything. But if you try and hard sell, they're going to probably decline it. Then in the comments section, around about 20 minutes later, you want to put, I found this dress here for those that are asking in the PM. Now, I'd recommend that you wait between 20 minutes and a few hours. This strategy works better once you've actually got engagement because it's more realistic. Then once you put this in the comment section, it's more realistic for people to believe it. So strategy number 2 to advertise your dropshipping store for free and gain thousands of dollars is the Pinterest strategy. So the first thing that you want to do is create an account on Pinterest. Now, when you create your account, it's crucial that you do the following steps that I'm about to tell you. So you're obviously going to get your name of your account. Now, the name of your account should have keywords related to what you're trying to do. So for example, the name of my company is called Vogue Vibes. That's the name that I've chose for my brand. Why have I chose Vogue Vibes? Because Vogue is a big keyword in the fashion industry. Vibe is a slang word that's commonly used as well, so they go well together. Then I'll put a little bracket saying modest fashion, because remember, if I try and go for the whole fashion industry, it's going to be very tough. So modest fashion is a subcategory that is more likely for me to rank for. So I've put them together and hopefully that will get people to come to my account. Now, where it says the about section, I literally got ChatGPT to do this. I just told ChatGPT that I'm selling modest wear and I need a Pinterest bio. And ChatGPT said, empowering elegance through modesty, drive into Vogue vibes for chic, modest fashion inspiration, discover styles and expression crafted just for you. And then it's got even a hashtag saying modest trendy. That way I'm actually going to get found in the search engine for my page. Now, where it says website, you can put the link to your website if you want to, but it doesn't actually matter. It's up to you if you want to do so. But I can't emphasize this enough. If you're going to be putting domain names and links into websites, they have to be official websites. They can't be the myshopify.com ones. They will get banned. You have to have a legitimate domain name that has www, then your brand name. Then the username is crucial. Make sure the username has keywords. So mine's Modest Vogue because that will help you get found in the search results. And when I say help you get found, not for your actual profile, but for the posts that you make later on. Now, obviously you need to add your logo here where it says photo. And once you've done that, guys, you can move on. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to add a banner here. Now, I literally got ChatGPT to make this. I said I need a Pinterest banner and I'm selling modest wear and it made me this banner. This banner is great for what I'm doing and it's all unique. So guys, once you've got your account made, we can now move on to the juicy part, which is creating a pin and a board. So the first thing that you want to do is on the home page, you'll either say create a board, or if you come to the top left, you're going to see create pin organic. Obviously, we're going to want to do organic because we're using free methods, so click create pin. Now, the first thing that you want to do when you've created your pin is you want to upload an image of the product that you want to advertise. So let's say hypothetically, I'm trying to advertise one of these modest dresses. I'm going to go back and I'm going to upload the image of the product. Now, you want to make sure the image that you're uploading is in the same dimensions that Pinterest recommends. So you can Google Pinterest dimensions and you want to make sure that it suits that dimension. Now, you can either get the images from the AliExpress supplier, or you can search for it on Google, or the better way is by going on TikTok. TikTok, you can find some really good videos, print screen a section of the video that you like, and then use that as an image. Now, once you've found your image, the good news for me is my supplier had really good images. I'm going to want to upload it here. Now, where it says add title, this is where you got to think of keywords that people are using on Pinterest. This is so important, guys. So what I've called this is modest, elegant, maxi dress. Each one of these are keywords. Modest is one word, dress is another keyword, maxi is another keyword, and elegant is another keyword. That way, when people search for one of these words, hopefully my pin shows up on Pinterest. Now, where it says description, the rule of thumb that I like to use is literally just say what's in the image. So I'll put modest dress, summer dress, maxi dress, summer vibes. So where it says add a link, you can put your product page on your Shopify here if you want to, but this is one of the methods that you can use. I think when you're starting out, it's probably best not to put links in because you'll damage the reach to start with. Pinterest doesn't really like it when you go aggressive as a new account. So if you leave it without a link, that's what I would do for the first 2 weeks and then start adding links a little bit later on. And if your pins get demand, which I'll talk about later, then you can start adding them in later on. Now, this is where things get very important. It's going to say choose a board. Now you can see I've already created a board called Modest Summer Outfits, and you can see here it says create a board. Now this is the option that you're going to do. Click create a board. Now you do not want to keep this board secret. Now you want to name the board after a trending hashtag or search result on Pinterest. Now you're probably thinking, how am I going to figure that out? So what you need to do is you need to open up another tab on Pinterest. So once you've opened another tab on Pinterest, you want to go back to the top left where the menu bar is, and you want to go for research and trends, which is right here. You can see here it says trends. You're going to want to click that. Now once you've done that, it will say Pinterest trends, and you can see all the trends that are coming up. So you want to search for your niche. So I'm going to type in modest fashion. So you can see here modest outfits is the third hashtag, and you can see by looking at the graph it is starting to blow up. You can see here it's blowing up. Now we are not going to be using modest outfits as the board name. We're going to go where it says related trends, and you can see it says simple outfits. The problem is that isn't really who we're after. Then you can see modest summer outfits has gone absolutely crazy right now, and you can also see that cute modest outfits has absolutely ripped, and you can also see that modest outfits summer, which is reworded compared to this one, is starting to rip. So if you can see right there, the charts are going parabolic. So those are the ones that we're going to want to name for our board because they got the most interest at the moment on Pinterest. So if I go back to create a board, I'm going to name it after this here, which is called Modest Outfit Summer. Then once I've done that, I'm going to click create. Then where it says tag topics, you don't need to enter anything here. And where it says more options, it's going to show allow people to comment and show similar products. You want both of these turned on because it helps with the algorithm. Then once you've done that, guys, and you go back to your profile, you're going to see your first board here, and it's going to show how many people have viewed it, how many people have clicked it in the last however many days you've posted it. Now I literally posted this about 4 hours ago. It's already got 16 views and 2 likes, and I've barely built this account. So that already shows you how much traction there really is on Pinterest. Now you can view it by clicking on it, and you can also edit it, you can always store it, you can always share it and stuff like that. But for now, the best thing to do is leave it, because the key right now, guys, is to build your account. You want at least 10 boards on your account. Now the first board is called Modest Summer Dresses. Now we need to create another 9 boards, and they have to be related to the trending hashtags. I might want to make another board called Cute Modest Dresses. Then I might want to create another board called Modest Swimwear, as obviously that's related with summer, as a board. But you want to have between 5 and 10 boards on your Pinterest account. So the key is to get 5 to 10 boards, and you're uploading 3 to 5 pins per day to each board. So if you have 5 boards, you need to upload 3 pins to each one of those boards every single day. And the key is to be consistent for 1 month. After 1 month, you should start seeing results. And the results might be website visitors. It might be your account starting to get traction, getting followers, getting likes, getting shared, etc. Then after 1 month of getting traction, when you start uploading pins, you can start putting your link to your website in the link section. Or another great method that works better in my opinion is to build a dummy account on another email and get that person to pretend that they're into what you're trying to promote on your pins, and get them to comment saying, I bought the dress here, guys, for those that are wondering. So you get a dummy account to post the link. That way you don't damage the algorithm. Now the last thing that I want to show you on the Pinterest method is by getting good content. So you can use Canva. Canva is basically a cheat code for Pinterest. Now Canva is completely free. You don't need their pro version. And if you search for Pinterest board, you can see see some really good inspiration here. Now, some of them are pro, some of them are for free, so it's up to you if you want to invest in the pro version. You can create some amazing board thumbnails by using Canva, and you can create some amazing looking pins by using Canva. So this is the key. Now, something else that you want to do when you're using the strategy is by spying on your competitors. So if you go back to trends on Pinterest for what you're searching for, if you scroll down, you're going to see something called popular pins. So what you want to do is you want to look at their pins, look at how they've written them, look at the type of imagery they've used, and look at how they interact. That is seriously all you have to do with Pinterest. And again, the key is staying consistent with the method. So guys, the third and final strategy to this method is going to be influencer marketing. So you need to go back into your Shopify store, try and find an affiliate marketing company. Now, the one that I've been using for the last 4 years is called UpPromote. Now, I've got a link in the description so you can get them for free, and they have a free plan, and even their paid plans are recommended, especially the smaller ones, if you're going to be using this long term. Again, it's like what, $15 to $20, maximum $30, and this is going to give you the best results long term. Now, once you've got UpPromote, you want to go to where it says programs, and you want to start creating your programs, and then you can manage your affiliates, and you can manage referrals, and you can manage payouts. Now, you're probably thinking, why are you not going into an in-depth strategy on how to build UpPromote? Because a few years ago, I made a video an hour long, and it hasn't changed in terms of how to set up your UpPromote account using a similar strategy. So if you follow that video that I'll leave linked in the description and in the cheat sheet, you can follow that at the end of the video. Now, another bonus tip that I've got for you before we actually get into finding influencers is adding this text to your product description. So it says join the ambassador program to save 40% and get exclusive benefits. And then obviously you're going to put the link to your ambassador program here so they can join it. So when people go to your website, whether it be from Facebook groups or let's say Pinterest or even through this strategy, they're going to become ambassadors, and you're going to get even more people trying to promote your brand. So this is like a bonus tip. You don't have to do it, but it is recommended. And the key here is to work with macro influencers under 100,000. I always say the sweet spot is between 5,000 and 50,000. Those are the ones that are very likely to work with you because they are new as an influencer. They don't understand the business and economics of it, so they're more likely for you to educate them on how they can monetize their platform. Now, the engagement should always be over 3%, and you should judge the influencer based on the last 10 posts. So those are my household rules when it comes to the metrics of an influencer. So what you need to do is you need to create a TikTok shop account. It's completely free to do this, guys. It costs zero money. And once you've created an account and you've got a seller center, you can go here where it says affiliate. Then once you go to affiliate, you want to go here where it says get started. Then you're going to find yourself in the affiliate center. And then here in affiliate center, you're going to want to go to where it says discover creators, and you're going to want to go to where it says find creators. Now, this is a game changer because it's completely free and it's got some of the best influencers in the industry. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is change the category to what you're doing. So I'm doing fashion, so I'm going to change it to all. Then I'm going to want to change the follower amount from 5 to 10,000. Remember, you're going to want to stick between this one, and this one. Now, honestly, guys, I think you're better off using the customize feature here where you can custom the amount. So I've done from 5,000 to 50,000, and then I'm going to click apply. Then where it says followers age, it really doesn't matter. And then where it says followers gender, this matters depending on what you're selling. Now, I'm selling a product for women, to women, so I need to make sure that it changes to female. Now, the last thing that you want to do, and this is optional, guys, it just means that you're going to be finding relevant influencers that are going to partner with you, is you can see here where it says reliable with samples. If you check this, it means that they've already worked with brands before because they've had samples. So that just basically means that all of the people that are now coming up are interested in partnering with brands because they've already done that in the past. Now, you can also change it from all video creators or live creators. I change it to all because both are great. Now, once you've done that, it's going to show you some search results, and you want to filter this. You can see here where it says average video views. You're going to want to click this, and then it's going to sort it by the most best to the worst. Now, remember, the lower the followers, the more likely they are to work with you. And even if they've got a lower follower amount and they've got a larger view, that's incredible. Like, look, this person's got 7,000 followers, but they're getting more views than accounts that have got up to 50,000 followers. So let's say, for example, I want to work with this individual here called Saber. I'm going to want to click on their account. And before I even reach out to them, I want to look at their metrics. You can see here where it says followers, gender. You can see male, female. This is crucial. Why? Because if I want to sell female products to this influencer and get that to promote to their audience, if they're all men, it's not going to work. So you can see here the majority of them are female, so that's a good sign. Now, typically the age does matter as well, and I like to stay between 25 and 34, and I like to have a little bit of 18 to 24, more if it's in the 20 upwards, but they will not tell you that information. So as long as it's these two here, you're good. Now, 35 doesn't mean it's bad, it just means that it's not common on TikTok. Now, having a nice balance between these two groups are very important for long-term success. Now, once you've legit checked their following, you can then go to message. Now, that means that you message them through the TikTok Shop Seller Center, and I don't recommend it just because they're going to want to work through the TikTok account, and then that way you have to stick to TikTok's rules, which I don't recommend. So the best thing that you can do is go to their TikTok by clicking the little icon in the top right. Now, the first thing that you're looking for when you land on their page is if they have a link tree in their bio. Now, the reason why is because you want to see if they have Instagram, if they have Twitter, and if they have other social medias like Pinterest. And the reason why you want to do this is because it might be better to reach out to them on a platform that they're the smallest on, because they have less notifications and spam from other people. Now, in this instance, this individual doesn't, but what I could do is I could search for their username on here on Instagram and see if I can find them. Now, in this case, I've done that, and I don't think this individual has an Instagram, or they've branded themselves under a totally different name. But in this instance, if you click the three dots, you can see it says send message. So I can send this person a message. Now, before you even send messages, you need to make sure that you've set up a TikTok account, and you've got two options. You can either set up a TikTok account as you being somebody that owns the brand, or you being a brand page. So you can either come across like a human that is interacting as the business owner for the page, or you can set up a page where you are the brand and you're trying to reach out for a brand post. Now, I would recommend that you do both strategies and you do both deliveries. So you message them as the brand page and as the owner to see if which one they get back to you on. Sometimes some influencers don't like looking at brand messages, they like looking at human messages from people. Now, obviously, to do this, you need to create like a dummy account like I told you to do on Facebook, where you create a TikTok account or an Instagram account with a fake profile and a fake name for this to work. Now we need to figure out the outreach strategy. So you want to use that method to find hundreds and hundreds of influencers. And honestly, you can find around about 100 influencers in around about 3 hours if you get your head down. So you want to DM or email 100 influencers a day. Now that is ambitious. You want to do at least 10 to 50 a day if possible. The more you do, the more chance you're going to get a reply. Now make sure you customize every email or DM you send out that has specific influencer. Don't just send copy and paste to every single one, or you're not going to get any replies. Now, for every 20 Instagram DMs or TikTok DMs that you send out, you want to make sure you take a 30-minute break to avoid getting banned or blocked. So if you don't get a response after DMing them after 12 hours, so let's say I DM that influencer and 12 hours later I still don't get a reply, you're going to want to comment on the last 3 posts, and you're going to want to follow up with this every 2 days up to 5 times. So every 2 days, I'm going to comment on a different post, and I'm going to do that up to 5 times, and then after that, you must stop. Because if you carry on, you look a little bit desperate and weird. The most I ever go up to is around about 5 times. Now, you're probably thinking, hold on a second, you've not even told us what to DM them with. And the reason why is because I wanted to go over the household rules before you went crazy and you started spamming these influencers. Now, if you are using an email strategy, which I'd recommend that you do, the more you do, the better, then you're going to want to use these subject lines. Number 1, influencer's name, interested in an excited sponsorship opportunity. Number 2, boost your channel with our exclusive partnership, influencer name. Number 3, new collaboration alert, elevate your content with us, influencer's name. Influencer's name, let's partner on a game-changing project. The next headline is unlock new sponsorship rewards, influencer's name, details inside. The next headline that you could use is exclusive offer, influencer's name, let's create something amazing together. And the final subject line that you could use is influencer name, ready to take on your brand to the next level. Now, I've given you loads of solid subject lines that I've used for my own brands and they've worked. Now, what do you actually put in the email or in the DM? Now, you can either shorten this for a DM or you can keep it this long for an email. It's completely down to you. So it says, hello, influencer's name. I'm Ellen, the ambassador relationship manager at your brand name. where we specialize in the latest high-end beauty products designed to revolutionize routines. We've been captivated by the authenticity and creativity of your Instagram content. It's truly inspiring and aligns perfectly with our vision. This brings us to an exciting proposition. We're inviting select top-tier beauty influencers to join our exclusive VIP ambassador program. And that's why I went over before I got into the outreach, setting up the ambassador program, or this will not work. So then you basically explain how the ambassador program works in terms of what the benefits are. Then this explains how easy it is to do. And then you're saying if they have any questions, they can get back to you by your email or by just messaging you back. Now, again, this is designed for an email. You can shorten this for a DM. Now, the good news is if they get back to you and they say, okay, hold on a second, I'm interested in working with you, but just not as an ambassador in terms of as an affiliate, I want you to pay me to promote it, then they might say, look, I want you to pay me $10 to promote your product. Then if it's in your budget, then you can pay them the $10 and they can post about your brand, or you can send the product to them. The great thing about this strategy is it works in two ways. If they say no to this, they might say yes to a cash promotion. And if it's in your budget, although this is a no money dropshipping video, let's say you're watching this and you have $300, $500, it might make sense to actually pay you if they have really good engagement rate, if they have really good video rate. Now, if you're down to do something like that, guys, if you go back to their TikTok affiliate center and you find the profile, if you scroll down, you can see some of the videos that they've done for other brands, and you can see how beneficial it was. It got 7,000 views, 5,000 views. You can see the trends that they got, and you can also see what their video GPM is. Now, again, like I said, this is just a great additional option if it's within your budget. Now, I've added a section here going over top performing methods to get sales as ambassadors. Now, remember, you're reaching out to fairly new influencers that might not be up to square with how the game works. So this is you educating them, saying these are some of the greatest ways to generate income with us. So you're educating them on what is the best way of doing it. And I've given you here all the best methods that they can use to generate income for your brand whilst educating them. So you might want to put in a follow-up email or a follow-up DM saying, if you want to get the most out of this partnership, we recommend you do these things. Now I'm going to go back up the cheat sheet because I want to go over comment post templates. Now this is very, very important if you want to get success. Now, although you DM these influencers, you have to understand that they might not even get back to you. So a great way to get their attention is to comment on their videos, comment on their Instagram posts, comment on their TikTok posts, and comment these things. So I've given you 4 templates that you can use to post on their social media. Now, if you're smart and you think strategic, you could comment on all of their social media platforms with a different comment. So you might want to use this one for their Instagram, this one for their TikTok, this one for their Twitter, and eventually it's going to grab their attention. Now, we've been using this strategy for the last 6 years and it keeps working. If you look on my YouTube channel, I've created case study after case study using this exact strategy. It's a very simple strategy to follow, but it requires time and effort and attention to detail. Now, the great news is with all of these strategies I'm giving you, they have a very high ROI, meaning that if it actually works, you could generate $500, $1,000 in a month and reinvest 90% of that profit back into working with influencers on a paid model or doubling down on whatever you're doing. Let me know what you thought of this video in the comment section below. Don't forget to get that cheat sheet because there's honestly so much value in there, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.